They said it couldn't be done. They said the file sizes are way too big. They said I need a new computer to even handle the files. But I went ahead and shot a wedding on dual GFX 100Ss. Honestly, I just had to take on the challenge because everyone says that it's not possible, but I shot a full wedding day with the Fujifilm GFX 100S, and today you'll be hanging out with me on that wedding. This was a wedding I shot in December of last year, so happy anniversary to the couple. Go ahead and give them a little congrats down in the comments below. And since this video is so long, make sure to check out all the timestamps of the video to find the sections you want to learn more about and see how the GFX 100S performs. And with a video this long, we do have to have a sponsor, and today's sponsor is me, John Branch Education. One of the biggest things I've ever done was leave my day job to become a full-time wedding photographer, and I want to share everything I learned throughout the process over 10 years of trying to run my own small business. Regardless if you're a brand new photographer or you've been doing it for a couple of years, I want to get you to a place where you can change your life with photography. Make sure to check out the link in the description below for my preset, my courses, and hit that thank you button if you appreciate this video. Also, you can check out being a member on YouTube or Patreon for exclusive content and also the family photo shots from this full wedding day. So to start out, let's talk about the gear that I was using this day. So as you heard, I had two GFX 100Ss, the one that I own, and I also rented one from Borrow Lenses. If you're not familiar with Borrow Lenses, definitely check out the video about them up above and the link in the description. It's a great place to rent your lenses. So the GFX 100S was my body. For lenses, I shot with the 45 2.8, the 80 1.7, which is hands down my favorite lens, and the 110 f2. I did bring a backup X-T3. I shot this for most of the reception, and also my second photographer was shooting with an X-T3 as well. So let's go ahead and get into this wedding day. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it has the, you know what, that's not gonna work. Could you try turning off one of these lights for me?
Which one, top light?
Yeah, the top light. You can leave the mirror one on. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. Cool, you can turn that back on, thank you. So I start my day early with the groom in his hotel room. It's a pretty small hotel room, so you can see I'm trying to find anywhere I can use for his flat lay. I end up going with this little nightstand. It's a little small, but it's going to work out. Now with your groom's flat lay, generally he's not going to have as many details as the bride. Get as many as you can: cufflinks, tie, shoes, socks if they're special, and anything else that might add to the manly vibe. Arrange everything together, make it look nice, and take your shots. Okay, this is a little tight, but it's gonna work. When I shoot my flat lays, I always start out with a wider lens. With a GFX, that's gonna be my 45 f2.8. And then I switch over to a closer lens for all of my close-ups, which will be my 80 1.7. Make sure you're taking vertical and horizontal pictures of all the details. This way you have more photos that you can submit for blog posts or magazine publications. All right, Mike, I'm ready for you now. So the biggest tip for all y'all is I shoot very candid, so I don't need you to like stop and pose for me and stuff. So throughout the day, if y'all like having fun, just do what you're doing. If I need you to look at me, I'll tell you. That goes for this type of stuff too. Like, you don't have to like stop. We're literally just gonna be putting your stuff on. Take a little bit of a step to the right so you're centered up. There it is. And yet if you turn it all, it'll be this way towards the window.
Should I set my stuff up over here?
Yeah, because it'll be easier for you to grab it. Oh, hold on, come back to the middle here and just face me while you're doing that. Yep, you don't have to look at me, just do what you're doing though. I like for my getting ready photos to be a controlled candid. Basically, I'm gonna take the groom or bride, set them up where they need to be for the lighting to be great and for the scene to look awesome. And then from there, I'm gonna have them actually get dressed and just kind of take photos as things happen. This makes for some great candid photos, but also for everything to look aesthetic in the photo. Yep, go ahead and hit that tie. Also too, if you need any help with anything, you can just ask your, yep. For your getting ready photos, try to get other people involved. Generally, a father or best man is a great option to help your groom get dressed. Make sure to remind everyone that you like to shoot candid, and this way they won't stop for photos, because that's what people tend to do when they see a photographer in the room. Oh yeah, you'll help him put on his jacket in a moment, but for now, yeah, you can step out. Generally, my process for the groom getting ready photos is going to be tie, cufflinks, shoes, and then jacket. This way he can get fully dressed, and also we have different scenes. You don't want to put the jacket on early, you don't want to have the tie on late. Make everything make sense while you're taking the photos. Jacket's next, right?
Yep.
Yeah, let's get your dad to help you put that on. So just put your arms back like you're doing like a ski jump. There you go, yep, and then slide it up. Yep, turn him around, make sure he looks presentable. And then if y'all like to hug or handshake, go ahead and throw something in there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Perfect, beautiful.
You finished with me?
Yeah, that's it. I actually, if you have 2 seconds, Mike, I'd love to take you down to the lobby and just take a couple shots of you.
They're really good at lying.
Yeah, it just, their lines, it's just so good.
Okay.
And then after that, I'll be heading out. We made perfect timing. If you can get solos in of your groom or bride, do it as early as possible. This is why I took him downstairs in the hotel and took a couple of shots just to have them. You never know what's going to end up with the lighting, so go ahead and take stuff while it looks good. There you go, straighten that tie out a bit. And there's like a piece of dust or something on your leg there. It's always the little things like that. Oh yeah, it's cool, yeah. And then we'll just mask off for 2 seconds, yeah. So for this, kind of just look over in that direction. And look back over at me. Let's do a couple of those standing. I want to grab this.
The corner.
Yeah. So don't stand right in the corner, like a step away from it. So yeah, come into the, yep, and then towards me. Come like 1 or 2 steps towards me. A little bit more, there you go. A little bit of lint right here. Yeah, that stuff will always get you too. Throw those hands in your pockets. There you go, there it is. You can walk past me, sir. You can come on by. Yep. And then look right at me. Woo! Awesome, perfect. Yep, that's it. So pretty much up until the first look, we'll see you there, so you're all good. I guess that's them being, must be them. Hello. Hey, Claire. Now that we're all done with the groom, we head over to the bride's Airbnb. My second photographer is already there and set up and scoping out the area. I'm a little bit early, so this is a great time to sit down with the bride, see how she's feeling, see how the day is going, and let her know what's coming up next. Knock, knock.
Hi,
Hello, how are you doing?
How's it going?
Doing great. I'm just taking a look at everything.
Yeah, we cleaned this up, so I don't know if you wanted to use this space.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I like that green wall in the back too.
Okay.
After checking the mood, my first goal is usually to figure out where all the details are, figure out what's happening with the dress, and figure out where I want to start taking photos. This is your dress here?
Yes.
So good. Do you happen to have a different hanger by any chance?
Yes. Yeah, there's other ones like those, but it's just like this place came with all these like wire ones.
Yeah, that's better.
It just doesn't.
Oh yeah, that makes a big difference actually.
So we were, like,
If
for for a picture to make it cute.
Oh, thank you. If you could just plop that on that table there, I'll start working with it in a second. If anything, I'll switch the veil in the dress, because that black, that's okay too. We just need something that's not like plastic. Yeah, if I could grab that hanger, unless there's another one. Yeah, that's Preston, my videographer. Yeah.
It's nice to meet you in person.
I know.
Also, yeah, we only see each other on Zoom.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were able to, I don't know if Jessica told you about like the guys having to leave the hotel early, so I ended up going over there already.
Okay, so
yeah, so I
done.
finished them up,
They're
yeah.
Good. Everything is going good?
Yeah, oh, everything is like way beyond, like we're here when we're supposed to be, and I've already done their photos.
And hair and makeup left.
I talk about this all the time, but being early to your wedding days is so beneficial. There's no reason not to do it, and being able to let your couple know that you're ahead of schedule is hands down one of the best things you can do for a wedding day. Again, with being early being a benefit, now that I'm early, there's not much happening yet. The bride and the bridesmaids aren't really ready for photos, so I go ahead and start on the details. As you saw earlier, my second photographer got all the details together for me, which is a huge help. I generally will let my couple to know to put all their details in a shoebox, but then having my second already go, find the shoebox, make sure she sees all the detail and has already asked the bride about what details and which shoes for the photo, hands down the best. If you're looking to be a second photographer, these are the type of things you need to be doing. It's not about your photos, it's about supporting the main photographer. The mat I'm using is by Chasing Stone. They're a little pricey, but they're really great options to give you a nice flat lay area that you can do your detail shots on. I own about 5 or 6 of them, and I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check them out yourself if you're interested as well. So there's no real perfect way to do flat lays, but generally what I like to do is start out with the main invitation as kind of the center and the full weight of the flat lay. Then from there, I'll build around it with all the other details. This includes things like the shoes, the rings, jewelry, any other family keepsakes, a nice perfume, and if I have any flowers or plant scraps, I'll add that in there as well. And also sometimes if I have them, I tend to not bring them to weddings, but I have little square blocks that I can put under all the details as well to give it some depth. The biggest thing to keep in mind is the weight of your flat lay. Make sure it feels even in its space. You can see I kind of made a larger kind of rectangle of a flat lay. This can always change depending on how you want it to go, but the weight of the flat lay really matters. If you all want to hear more about that, feel free to subscribe and also let me know you'd like to see a flat lay dedicated video. Now that I have my flat lay all set up, I start taking my photos. And like I said before, I usually start out with my wider lens. Again, this will be my 45. And then I switch over to my 80 for all of my nice close-ups. And again, I'm taking horizontal and vertical shots of each detail. So start wide with your close-up and then get even closer for each detail. I also like to take these nice angled shots as well. I'll generally take that with my closer lens also. Shoot from over there.
Have us.
Just take a step back away from that, from the fencing. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Yeah, usually maid of honor and any like siblings will be closest to the middle. And then other than that, y'all can line yourself up however you want to. Get nice and close and friendly with each other like you like each other. All eyes at me, big smiles. Y'all all pick a girl, give her a big smile on her face. You can even fake laugh if you want to. Or whoever's the craziest can give me something to make everyone else laugh. Keep going just a little bit more. Actually, give me more of a fierce pose this time. So give me a, yeah, woo! Perfect, we're all done. Cool, so y'all can get dressed whenever you want to. Basically, whoever wants to help with Francesca getting in her dress will need to be dressed. Robe shots are fun, and make sure you always ask your bride if she wants them. You're gonna wanna have to set these up before everyone needs to be ready, so you generally wanna get there a little bit early, and it's after makeup's done, but before they start getting dressed. Now that we're done with the robe shots, we're looking around to see where we want the bride to get in her dress. Also, we're planning where we're gonna take the dress photo. Generally, wherever the bride's gonna get into her dress, we need great window lighting. If you're a natural light photographer, you always wanna find the best window with the best light. Oh yeah, these stairs are scary.
Oh, they're scary, right?
You weren't lying. You get up, ah! So I'm not a fan of hanging dresses in front of windows. I absolutely hate that. And especially if you're a natural light photographer, you're basically fighting yourself. Putting a white dress in front of a window is like the hardest thing to light unless you're using additional lighting. So I'm looking for a place where I want to hang the dress where I can also incorporate the environment of the Airbnb that she's in. The Airbnb looks great, so there's a lot of areas that we can actually hang the dress. We're gonna have to do a little bit of cleaning duty real quick. So I end up choosing this staircase. I love the way it looks, and again, the background and the coloring of the area looks awesome. Don't be afraid to get your bridal party involved. They want to help your bride and groom, so when it's like, hey, we need to take this photo and it's gonna look great, they're usually the first people to want to help you out in whatever it is you need. So don't be afraid to ask. Could you just watch the top while I... When you're setting up your dress shots, never drop the dress. I did it on my second wedding, and luckily no one was mad, but seriously, always have someone else watching the top of the hanger if you're moving things, especially if you have it hanging on the edge of something. Do not drop the dress. Yeah, no jewelry right now. That's all after dress. It might be in this table too. Yeah, so you're good right now. You're just hanging out, chilling. Yeah. Once the dress, we're just gonna take photos of jewelry, earrings. We'll take photos of you doing that, and it takes 5 seconds. So yeah, everyone else, y'all can get dressed all the way. All right, I'm taking pictures of the dress, so just watch where you're standing. I love a good dress shot, especially if you can get a nice area to shoot it in. I love the look and feel of this Airbnb, and I feel like it really matches the dress, so this location works out well. When I shoot my dress shots, I try to shoot as wide as possible. For this one, the 45 is my widest lens, so I'll be using that for the main shot, but I also took a Bridesmaid shot just to give myself a wider shot that I could use. After I take my wide shot, I then switch over to my 81.7 and take some close-ups of the dress. This is great for your vertical shot, as well as any other shots of the details of the dress. So it's time to get the bride into her dress. We're just doing a little bit of cleanup because the food is kind of right where I want to shoot, and I don't want it ending up in the scene. A big part of wedding photography is making sure the area looks nice. Don't just leave stuff and then have it in your shot and try and be like, oh, well, the pictures were bad because there were things in the room. You can clean them up. It's not that hard. So a little bit of cleanup goes a long way for your photos.
All right. You ready to get in your dress?
Yeah.
Cool. We're just cleaning up this area a little bit, but we'll be putting it on over here. So put it on, zip up a bit, and then we'll finish it here.
I always give these directions when we start doing the dress shot. Obviously, I'm not going to be there when she's actually putting her dress on, but you want her to zip up a bit, but give them something to do. Again, because I'm shooting mainly candid, but it's kind of a controlled candid, I'm going to let them know what to do, but I want them to still actually do things, not stop and pose and fake. You get much better emotion and much better moments if you actually do the thing. If the mom's with the bride, if she's actually zipping up the dress, either she has a hard time and it's funny, or she gets in her feels and starts crying, versus faking it all and then just having these emotionalist photos.
I'm gonna be buttoning you up. Before we start, for everybody, here's the rules of the day. I shoot mainly candid. You don't have to stop and pose for me. If you see my camera up, you don't have to stop, just walk by me. Also, the dress, the bottom of the dress is not in most of the shots. So don't go to straighten it all the time, because what happens is something candid may be happening and you'll block the candid moment because you're too busy trying to straighten the dress. We want emotions and feeling more than we want the perfect dress. We'll get perfect dress for the perfect dress photos. Yeah, Claire's on it too. I don't even have a chance to notice it's off. So yeah, so when we're getting dressed and stuff, you don't have to stop and look, just do what you're doing. Yep, just take your time, go ahead and zip her up. Look back and give her a smile. Do a little bit more for me. Just keep pretending like you're doing it. That's perfect. Let's start doing your jewelry. So bracelets will be someone helping you. Earrings you'll do by yourself.
Okay.
You turn your body towards me just a tad. There it is. Perfect. Yes. Oh my God.
For the getting ready photos, I tend to give a bit of direction, but for the most part, I'm just letting them go ahead and get ready. I'll generally let them know what jewelry to put on next, and if someone different wants to help, but for the most part, I'm letting these moments happen for real, because again, that's where we'll get real emotion from the bride and also her bridesmaids or mother. Don't be afraid to let your bridal party know what it is you need from photos. Like you heard me say earlier, straightening out the dress all the time tends to kill the emotion. If you have a bride and groom who want candid photojournalistic photos, having someone always straightening the dress is killing the vibe. So let them know about that, and it will go a long way in the photos, and the bridal party will trust you more in the long run.
Yeah, so that's perfect there. And then when you have to come higher, I'll stop taking photos. Stop right there. Come back down your leg and I'm gonna get some more of you pulling it up again. Look down again, big smile. Beautiful, okay.
We end off with her taking shots of her putting her shoes on. Sometimes someone can help out with this, but it really depends on the bride and also her dress. She was comfortable doing it herself, so we grabbed those photos. Generally, I'll shoot a nice wide shot, and then I'll also get close-ups of the shoe itself and her putting it on. Once we're done with getting everything on, then I take a couple of solo shots before we move on to the first look.
Hey, yeah, big smile for me. Beautiful. Look out that window. Yeah. This time turn towards the window a little bit while you're doing it. There you go. Bring your arms kind of together, whatever's comfortable, yeah. Claire, can you straighten up the dress just a bit for me? Yeah, just a little bit out. It was just a little too natural for me. There it is, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect, thank you. Yes. Perfect, that's beautiful. So yeah, Francesca, you're just gonna be looking out that window. And then again, this is just pretending, so you can just throw some smiles in there. Yeah, beautiful. Let's do that again. We can pretend to put it on. Okay. Let's get a couple shots with your veil on, just since we're here. Straighten the dress out again for me. Yeah, if it goes in and out easy, we may as well take a couple shots with it on real quick. Look out that window again. Yes.
So a lot of times with the veil, most of my brides want to take it off as soon as possible, so go ahead and get shots of it on when you can. Usually after the ceremony, that thing is coming off quick. So make sure to get as many shots as possible while it's still on.
Awesome. Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's start. You don't have to leave this very moment, but I just like to go ahead and get over there and yeah.
Okay.
It's happening.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we'll see you over there at City Market.
Now we're heading into the first look. This is where the couple sees each other right before the ceremony. Now, I absolutely love first look days because they give you so many more options for the rest of your day. Generally, what I'll try to do is get in the couple portraits, the family portraits, and also the bridal portraits before the ceremony, if possible. And this makes your day so much smoother and also gives your couple a time to hang out at the cocktail hour. So it's highly recommended.
But facing over this way. And then I'm gonna have her come from behind you. So she's gonna come this way. The only rules for you is that whenever she like touches you or grabs you, just turn to your left because I'm gonna be over this way.
Okay.
And other than that, you're good. Yeah, let's let them through. Guys, if y'all could go hide somewhere, we'll let this man have his moment. If anything, y'all can go around that corner and just hang out. I'll come grab y'all when I'm ready for photos. And then Mike, let's go ahead and get you set up. You're gonna be literally right here. Remember, facing out that way. And just stay there, don't look over at all, because she'll be coming out of the limo.
Got it.
Do you want them over here?
Before the first look starts, make sure to take a couple of photos of the groom hanging out waiting for the bride. I generally like to take these with my closer lens since I have that on and I'll be using it to catch his reaction.
Oh my God, this camera. I brought out the big guns for y'all. These $6,000 cameras. Yeah. Y'all getting the money, like the real actual money shots.
I love it when the vibe with my couples is really good and I'm basically like a close friend to them. Honestly, those are the only weddings I really like to do, and you can get those weddings if you're doing the right vetting of your couples before you actually book them. So we're gonna walk straight up.
Okay.
And then we're gonna come across. Just give us one moment to set up, but when you come behind them, you can grab them or whatever. Don't do the tap, that's kind of corny.
Just like, maybe I'll just grab his hand.
Or you can like hold them, you can do whatever you want to.
Okay.
Should I just stand back?
Yeah, you'll stand back, but you'll be your emotional
Can you
support.
fix that part of her hair?
Okay, I'm gonna close this up. Watch your hands. All right. Stop right here.
Hey,
Just
Mike.
wait one moment. Don't look back. I'm gonna move you back though, so just take a couple steps back. Keep coming. Right there. That's up to you. You can either leave it like that or you can let it drag.
I think I might let it drag.
Yeah. It's more comfortable that way, definitely.
Yeah, when I...
For the first look, let your couples have the moment. Don't interrupt them, give them a good 5, maybe even 10 minutes of them just hanging out and being together before you start taking your portraits. For my setup with the first look, I'm usually the one taking the reaction of the groom. I'll usually use a closer lens for that. As you saw, I used the 81.7. And my second photographer will be getting a wide, symmetrical shot of them coming together and seeing each other for the first time. For that, my second photographer was using the 23f1.4. After the couples had a bit of a moment together and you can see that the moment's kind of slowing down, then start taking your portraits. Y'all hold each other nice and tight. Hold each other nice and tight. Y'all hold hands, walk away from me. Stop there. Hold your hands between you. Y'all hold each other again, chest to chest. There it is, and you can get real close, all up in his business. Beautiful. All right, let's start doing these bridal party photos. Did all the ladies hop out? Are they still in the limo? So the bridal party was running a bit behind. The limo they were in was trying to park and it was this whole ordeal. But the biggest thing is always be cool to roll with the punches on a wedding day. So instead of doing the bridal party, I go ahead and start taking portraits of the couple. Let's grab this wall over here.
That's such a nice shot.
So I'm just giving the bridal party a little bit of a pep talk to let them know what's going to happen next. Again, I'm going to take the couple real quick and we're going to do some portraits while I have the time. And then once the ladies get back, we'll start out with the bridal party. Just the ladies, just the guys, and all of those photos.
You look really good.
Go ahead and put your back on this wall, Mike. There you are. Actually, you could throw that leg up though if it's comfy. Yeah. Then get in there with him chest to chest. Nice and tight. There it is, beautiful. Try to bring your foreheads together. And if anything, Mike, don't come down so far. Make her come up to you. There you go. Y'all come right here. Let's spoon. So a normal spoon, you'll be facing this wall for the most part.
What's the big spoon?
You'll be the big spoon. That's a normal spoon.
And I'll face the wall.
Yeah, you'll be kind of like to a corner. When you hold her, don't come around the stomach. Come like over the top, or either grab our arms or hips.
Tell me what you're looking for. So he said either come around here.
Does that work for you? Yeah, yep. And then your arm will naturally come up. Y'all stay just like that. Also too, just so y'all know, don't worry about looking at Claire at all.
Okay.
She's the second, she's getting all the cool fun shots, but you don't have to, if you're looking at any cameras, it'll be mine. Try to look at each other. Give her a little sweet nothing in her ears. Beautiful. Y'all keep doing that. Let's walk towards me, hold hands. Whenever you're walking towards me, you don't have to look at me, look at each other, look wherever. And yeah, let's grab them for this shot real quick. And then we're gonna go ahead and thank you so much. I say if you're worried about it getting dirty, because I saw it got a little, just keep it up for now.
Yeah, okay.
Just realize most of the portraits you'll have it up, but like for this walking shot, it's fine.
Okay.
A lot of times I have the brides will drape it over their arm anyway, so like it doesn't look bad.
And you can't even see the thing because the flowers are...
Yeah, the
Okay.
flowers are blocking it, so.
Okay.
But yeah, again, when you walk, don't look at me, look wherever, look at each other. Yeah, go ahead and button up.
Whenever you're talking to your couple, make sure they're cool with everything that's happening. As you saw, I pointed out that the portraits will have her with the dress up, but she was okay with that. If she wasn't, she would have let me know, and then we could have adjusted and maybe taken a couple of shots without it up. But we also do that when I take their solo shots as well.
All right. So we'll be right here. Again, maid of honor or any siblings will be closest to the center. And then yeah, make a spot there in the center. Francesca's not the true center because we have 6. So it's 3 and 3. Lay it behind you. Like, yeah, lay it like straight back. And it doesn't need to be fluffed out, which will also help it not get as dirty. Yeah. Because a lot of times, again, if I'm not shooting the whole body, especially for these group shots, I just need like the front of it to look good. Like I don't need all of it. There it is, beautiful. Awesome, so everyone's gonna turn in some. So left side, perfect. Yep, and then right side will turn in some. That concludes you, Francesca. So turn in some this way. There it is. Awesome. Beautiful. Eyes right here at my camera. Big smiles. Same thing. Let's do solos with Francesca real quick. That's just each one of you all separate.
For your group shots, if you want to keep everyone in focus, make sure to stop down a bit. However, keep in mind, if you keep your line straight, you don't have to stop down as much. It shouldn't be that hard to get everyone in focus as long as they're on the same plane of field when you're taking your photos.
All right, let's go ahead and get the guys. And then we'll have to do one big group shot. All right, guys, y'all ready? Y'all already photo shooted up. Y'all already like warmed up and everything.
Make sure to have fun on your wedding days. While I do have a process, while I do write timelines, again, roll with the punches and have fun with your couples. This shouldn't be just a job to you. You should feel like a guest at your weddings and be there with your couples to make their day amazing, not just the photographer.
Hey. I'm done here, bro.
Y'all line up here in front of me. See if y'all can all fit on this cement, yeah. Also, rules for today is for your suits. Always button, top button. If you're ever two arms on someone, unbutton, because you'll start getting like pull. You don't want that. So 2 arms up, unbutton. 1 arm is usually fine. Yeah, let's just split. If you're in the gravel a little bit, that's fine. So yeah, Mike, you're good there. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, so 3 and 3. So yeah, one other person come on to this side. Let's do one smiling one, just so we have it. Everyone smile at the camera. Cause you know someone's mom's gonna be mad. She's gonna be like, why ain't they smiling in the photo? Y'all grab this wall, post up on the wall, however it's comfortable. Don't, watch out, you see that shadow that's cutting like that? Stay inside the shadow. Yep, yep. There you go, that's good. And y'all can spread out to whatever feels comfortable. Y'all can put a leg up, y'all can just. That's what I'm saying, yeah. Yeah, get comfy. You hit him off with like this. There it goes. Nice and comfy. And y'all don't have to look at me, just be posted up, hanging out. Your boy right here, your boy got it. You're on it.
After taking your traditional shots, this is when you can start taking more of the fun shots. Get photos of your guys hanging out, running around together, maybe a flying V, anything of that sort. Do that after you get the first traditional shot, then switch over to solos.
Perfect. Let's do solos with Mike. That's just each one of y'all separately. We'll do that right here. Everyone else can just kind of hang out right here. Come like right here in front of me. Yep, and then back up just a tad. Ooh. There it goes, perfect.
Your solo shots should go pretty quickly. Basically, you're just doing each one of the groomsmen with the groom. Take 1 horizontal, 1 vertical, and then also let them do something fun or silly if they want to. This will depend on your actual wedding party. Some of them are very serious, they don't want to do anything fun. Some are way too goofy, but let them have their moment and make sure you roll through this very quickly. It shouldn't take you that long to take these solos.
Let me grab some solos of you and Francesca real quick. Okay. And then after that, we need to head over and do the family stuff real quick. No, man, y'all look good. What are you talking about? I'm about to steal all y'all photos. You're taking too many photos. I'm gonna take them myself. Half of their gallery is just gonna be y'all's photos. Yeah, they're like, what is this? Looks like iPhone photos. All right, I'm gonna get some solos of you all. So a couple more portraits and solos. We'll do that real quick. Yeah, everyone else is good. If y'all need to go to the venue. Oh, yes, thank you, I'm sorry. Yeah, 1 big group shot.
Okay.
And we'll be doing that here. So Mike and Francesca are gonna be the center, and then line up the same way you're supposed to be at the wedding. So I think ladies are on my left, guys are on my right, and then line up the same way you're supposed to be at the actual ceremony. Yeah, guys on my right, ladies on my left. And line up the same way you're supposed to be at the ceremony. pockets. That's why I like it too, because it looks smooth. You don't have to right over, left over, right over. No, that's good. So bouquets by belly buttons turn in. And then button up, Mike. And then we're gonna tighten up just a tad. Nah, y'all can turn to each other. Y'all can get in there with each other. All right, so first a smile, here it comes. Everyone give me a cheer, yeah! Get more into it. Here it goes, 3, 2, 1. There you go. Awesome, yeah, so bridal party's done. I'm still okay, I still got 2,000 photos. I think we're good, I think I got it. Because if you get past this and you get to reception with 2,000, you're good for the most part. Quick, and then I think I want to use the white wall for your solos, so back that way, and then we'll be done. Yep, keep doing what you're doing, y'all look good. Yeah. Yep, you can come in. Yeah, don't stop for me.
During a first look, make sure you get as many couple portraits in as possible. This saves you later on, and you can give your couple a break during the cocktail hour.
I forgot what I came here. I had an actual reason I wanted to come here. Not here. There was something else I wanted. That works though. Your face each other, chest to chest. Yeah, hold her tight. Navel to navel. Let's take these solos. We're gonna go back over to that white wall. Just hold hands while we're walking. Again, you don't have to look at us, look wherever. There it is. Let him carry your, yep, just like that.
Something that's huge and will save you a lot of time on your wedding days is to take photos while you're moving to your next location. Don't waste your time trying to take shots at certain places. Take photos while you go and make your way back to wherever the ceremony area is gonna be. This way, if you have a planner who's rushing you or you're behind, you're able to get as many photos as possible while also moving to where you need to be.
Yeah, come up closer to me. Keep coming, yeah. Right there's good.
Always get your solos in as soon as possible and early when the light is still good. I love to do these during first look moments so I can get them out of the way and again save my couple some time during the cocktail hour.
Yeah, come fix this front side. Other than that, it is great.
For my solos, this is going to be the main portraits of both the bride and groom separately, and I'm going to try and get as many detail shots as possible. So a nice full body, horizontal, vertical, any of their details, the flowers, the cufflinks, the boutonniere, all of that stuff.
Do you have a side you consider your better side? There you go, yeah, so turn your body that way just a bit. There it is. Yep. There it is, beautiful. Beautiful, stay just how you are. Point your flowers out at me a bit. There it is. Bring them kind of more centered towards your body. There it is. Look down at your flowers, give them a big smile. Beautiful. Oh, yep. Let me retake some of those. Do you have anything special on your flowers at all? Sometimes there's...
No, I think they just have some pins.
Perfect. Look down and over this way. Bring that flower down like you don't want to hold it. There it is. Yes, right at the camera. Beautiful. And then look down again one more time. There it is, and I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. Mike, let's get you in real quick.
No, it's solo.
Let's take one since you're here though. Stick your feet like under the dress. Kind of hold her from the side here. Yeah, and get nice and tight. Look at each other, yep. Bring your heads and faces nice and close. There you go. Big smile, Francesca. Beautiful. Let's get these solos in for Mike, and then we're good to go. So you'll be grabbing the same spot as her. Throw them hands in your pockets. There it is. Looking good. Look over to your right. There it is. Look down at your boutonniere. There it is. Unbutton your jacket and button it back up. Do that for me one more time. Turn to the side like you're trying to look over your shoulder. That's perfect right there. And then look at me just how you are. While we're here, Francesca, come up behind him. You'll be big spoon. Mike, stay just how you are. Oh, you stuck? You got it? Okay. Yeah, straighten it out just a bit. Actually, leave your flowers back there. Bring your ring hand like up on his shoulder or on his arm. Yeah, there you go. So good. Mike, look over at the wall. Just to lay your head on like he's a nice pillow. There it is, beautiful. Big smile. Yes. Perfect. That's it. Let's get these families and then let's party. I mean, I guess we got a ceremony first. But.
Yeah.
You're like, that's it. Let's just party.
We finished up all the photos from the first look and head over to the venue, and now it's time for the ceremony. When you first arrive to the ceremony area, you want to make sure you're catching pictures of just anything that's around. Details, family hanging out, hugs. Be ready for that stuff because it'll be happening while everyone arrives for the ceremony. Make sure to prep your second photographer and let them know what they'll be doing, and then go ahead and enjoy the ceremony.
All right, this is the last one. Oh, tight. Oh, no, tight. Perfect. Come here, John.
So one big reason I keep my flashes in the bag on my back is because stuff like this comes out of nowhere. I was scoping out the ceremony area, I was trying to see where the bride and groom were, and I came into this room which was very dark and there were things happening. They were doing toast, his mom was there, they were having a good time. So having my flashes in my back bag like that was a huge win because I can just pop them out real quick and get the shots that I need.
All right, John, come get this thing, please. All right. A toast to you.
Yes, congrats. Thank you all so much.
For being such a great help.
Yes.
Planning things that are not your lane.
Yeah.
You've been an excellent help with like creating the structure of the event.
Definitely.
We have real love for
We
you.
feel we're in good hands.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything you've done.
Yeah, no problem. Also, give me one more cheers for the photo itself. Yeah, one with the photo, and then go ahead and get in there.
So there's a lot of things that people like to say are or are not professional for a wedding photographer to do at a wedding. Honestly, in my opinion, it all comes down to how you treat your couples and also your rapport with your couples. Will I have a drink at a wedding? Yes, if the venue's cool with it, if my couple's cool with it, that does not make me any less professional. However, you have to do it in a professional way, and you can't just go and start drinking 50 different drinks. I have a 1 drink rule.
GFX holding it down.
So this was my first time shooting a full wedding with only GFXs, so I was a little worried, but honestly, I am so happy with the results, and I may start doing it more often. Now again, the GFX is not going to be as snappy as something like an X-T3 or 4 or X-T5, but it is a great experience, and the detail you get out of the photos is absolutely amazing. Again, it's more than full frame. Make sure you get to the ceremony area before the guests do. This way you can take nice detail shots of the ceremony area. Generally, I'll take 1 nice big wide shot, and then if there's any details to focus on, I'll take those close-ups of the details as well. As per usual, horizontal and vertical shots always. Take 1 or 2, you don't need 50 different shots.
This is not a lot of space at all.
Also, before your ceremony, make sure to discuss with your second photographer where you'd like them to be and what you'd like them to be taking photos of. Don't just let them shoot whatever. Tell them exactly what it is you need and where they should be.
Cause yeah, your longest is 56.
Yeah.
Mm,
Up here and then quick get out.
yeah.
Obviously, I went
You may have to wait until
I would have
yeah, wait until she comes down. I'm thinking.
like after.
Yeah.
And then come out.
Cause yeah, I think you're gonna block her.
Once he like gets her away.
Yeah, I'll probably set up as long as there's enough space. I'll probably do it too. Cause I like to you know how they always hug? I feel like I always miss that shot. Cause from the back it looks stupid. Like the best place to get it is here. Yeah. So what I might do is if you're here, cause he's gonna be there, I would assume. I'll try and swing this way. We can both try to get the hug maybe, and then run out. So that's, yeah, we'll both have to stay at the front. There's enough space. There's no way we're gonna be that close to them. Cause I'm assuming they're gonna be way over here. You may be able to do it with a 30. 56 is gonna be tight from there. Yeah, I would assume they're gonna be here, which gives us all this space. Their bridal party is gonna like swing out, I would assume. Oh yeah, that is that's kind of wide. 56 will probably work. It'll be a little tight, but that's fine as long as it's not too tight. Let me see what the details look like. There's the cake. It doesn't, nothing's lit either. I'll just wait.
One thing I love to do is if the reception area is already set, take pictures of that as soon as possible. Again, they're going to be flipping this room so this doesn't work here, but if you can take the photos, take them as soon as possible. There's no reason to be like, well, it's not time for those photos yet. No, take what you can. Now, leading up to your ceremony, try to get any candid shots that you can. You see here, I'm taking some photos of the violinist, and also if there's any family hanging around, hugging, meeting and greeting, take those photos as well. Basically, anything that adds to the vibe of the ceremony, take those photos, and you can deliver them to your couple as nice, candid moments right before the ceremony. Before every ceremony, make sure to check in with the officiant about where you can stand. Some venues or churches are going to be very specific about where they want you during the ceremony, and if they're not, generally you'll find me right up at the front in the middle. I like a nice symmetrical shot of everyone walking in to the ceremony area, so as you'll see, I'll take the shot and then I'll move out of their way. As far as the lens I use for this, it really depends on how long and deep the ceremony area is. For this one, I chose to use the 80-1.7. While everyone's walking in, this is the only time that I use continuous autofocus during a wedding day. Generally, I don't like continuous or face autofocus because it's guessing too much. There's so many people around, there's no point in using it. I use single point. However, when they're processing in, that's when I'll use continuous autofocus and take my shots. Now, one of my biggest pet peeves, which happens often at weddings and you just kind of have to deal with it, but I like it when all the bridal party comes separately, but sometimes they all come at the same time. And when they all come in at the same time, there's really no way to get that nice center symmetrical shot. So you'll see here all the groomsmen come in right behind each other, so I just basically move over and then take the shot from the angle. This is also hard to do because people will rush down the line as well, and being at a good big group like this, you may miss out on some of the shots. Just try your best to get everyone as they come in, and also have your second photographer double up on this. You'll see that the bridesmaids actually came down one at a time, which was much nicer for the photos. The GFX 100S actually performed like a dream as far as the continuous autofocus was concerned. Now, the 80-1.7 is not the fastest at focusing, but luckily no one was running down the aisle and I was able to grab the shots that I need. When you have your bridal party processing in like this, take as many shots as you need. Now, I don't like to take too many, but I like one to be a little bit closer and then one from the back when they're all the way in the back as well. And just take the shots to make sure that you don't miss any at all. When your bride enters, make sure to pay attention more than just her coming down the aisle. Again, I have my second photographer focusing on the groom to make sure she gets his feelings. However, I usually take a shot of him as well as a safety shot. If he is crying, you need those shots. And again, having a safety shot from yourself is the best option rather than just depending on your second photographer and hoping that those shots came out. Here is my safety shot, and then also the shot that my second photographer got. After you get at least one safety shot of your groom in his feels, turn back to the bride and get the photos of her processing in. Again, I shoot this the same way I do with anyone else processing in. I was using my 81.7 and I take as many shots as needed. Sometimes the father of the bride will be in their feels, or they're just smiling and happy. You want to have these beautiful shots. If I'm able to get behind her before she gets all the way to the front, I'll do that as well. But as you can see here, the ceremony area is very thin, so I didn't really get to get any back shots while she was walking in. Like I was talking about earlier, if you can get the hug and the pass-off shot from the front, it's usually a better shot, but most of the time during a ceremony, you're going to be too close to the action to do that. It really depends on the officiant and also your rapport with your couple. Usually these shots will always be taken from the back or the sides, They're not the best shots at all, but again, we want to capture everything we can, even if they're not the most perfect award-winning photo that could ever be taken. Remember, wedding photography is more than just about getting the banger shots and the most epic thing you've ever seen. It's about capturing a beautiful day and a big moment in a couple's life. Generally during a ceremony, you're just going to be hanging out. Some of them can be kind of long, and you don't need that many pictures of the ceremony to bring the mood in. As you'll see here, I usually follow the ceremony and what the guests are doing as far as where I'm going to stand and if I'm standing up. If everyone's sitting, I generally will try to kneel down so I'm not as disruptive to the ceremony. Also, I usually will back up if there's not much going on. The only time that I'll push forward onto the ceremony area is if there's a shot that I need close up. Now, the lighting for this ceremony was a little hard, mainly because all the lights are giving off an orange tungsten look, but the windows are throwing off extreme blue light. So that was a little bit annoying to deal with, but the photos came out all right. So I just swapped over my lens to the 110 f2. Usually I'll do this right at the beginning of the ceremony. I'll start out with a 50mm equivalent and a 35mm equivalent, and then I'll switch my longer lens to an 85mm equivalent for the rest of the ceremony. So then I'm shooting with an 85 and a 35. This way I don't have to get too close to the ceremony area while everything is going on. Also, something else I like to do towards the beginning of the ceremony is do a Bridesmaid shot. If you're not familiar with this is basically a panoramic photo where you're taking multiple shots and combining them together in Lightroom. It usually gives you a nice wide big photo, but also gives you the background blur of a telephoto lens. It's a really cool technique, and I love using it at the beginning of the ceremony when people aren't really moving too much yet. At this point of the ceremony, you're basically just hanging out, listening to everything, and waiting for emotions. You should know exactly when the emotions are going to happen based on what's being said. Usually, it'll start out with the officiant saying some things, then the couple will have their vows. This is where you want to push up and get the bride and groom's reaction. Then they do the rings. For that, I like to get a nice close-up of the hands and also a close-up of them while they're trading their rings. And then after they've done all of that, I usually back up to get a nice wide shot of the first kiss with a telephoto lens. The kiss is obviously the most important shot of the wedding day. Turn your camera on high shutter and take as many shots as possible. This is probably the one thing of a wedding day that I overshoot. After I grab the kiss shot, I switch over to my wider lens, push up on the couple, and follow them out. You'll be kind of tight to the couple, but I love the way this looks, especially if you have a 24mm equivalent. I don't have one for this, but either way it works out. Take as many shots as needed, and for this I'm usually in continuous autofocus as well to make sure I catch every single shot I need.
Stop here, kiss, kiss, kiss.
Immediately after the couple walks out, I'll generally follow them at a distance and use my longer lens and get photos of them when their guests come and congratulate them. This is a great time for some candid smiles, maybe some tears, some hugs, anything of that sort. Just stand back and take the photos from a distance. I also like kind of shooting through the crowd. It gives me some foreground blur and some background blur. It's just nice photos overall.
So remember, if you're not in family, you're good. Yep, bridal party is done. I only need family. Bridal party is done. Yep, so if you're not in family, y'all can go chill.
Oh.
This is just family photo. Bridal party's done.
Communication during a wedding day is huge. Always let everyone know what it is they're doing next. I see a lot of photographers who just wait before they tell the guests or the bridal party or the couple what's coming up next. You never want to do that because you lose time having to set up everything when you could have just told them what's coming up. People love directions. Always communicate.
Could you grab my stand whenever you can slide through? Yeah, bridal party is good. Y'all can go eat and drink, do the thing. This is just family. Go ahead and open those up.
Now that we're done with the ceremony, it's time for the family photos. I'll have a separate video of the family photos that you can check out on Patreon or as a YouTube membership. Make sure to sign up for either one of those memberships if you want to see more about how the family photo section went.
So we just finished up the ceremony. We just finished up family photos. And now they're flipping the room so that we can do the detail shots. My second photographer is hanging out at the cocktail hour. I generally don't take too many photos of cocktail hour, but it's nice to have someone down there hanging out and just taking some nice photos. Now I'm gonna shoot most of this. Right now, all the lighting I have is coming from these chandeliers. This is enough light for me. With the GFX 100, the ISO is really good, and I have this 81.7. So I'm just gonna shoot it wide open, and I usually shoot really low shutter. Luckily, this has IBIS on it, so I can go down to like 140 and be fine. 1/40 and be fine. So yeah, natural light, and then I'm just gonna white balance it for this ugly tungsten light.
So if there's enough available light, I actually like shooting my reception details with available light. I could throw up some flashes and maybe do some off-camera flash, but it's such a setup. Being able to just do this real quick is much easier, and I love the way it ends up looking. Now obviously not every reception area is going to have so much available light, but this one did, so I went ahead and shot it like this. Again, I raised my ISO as needed and dropped my shutter as low as possible. It's easier to handhold and get the shots I need because my camera has IBIS, so that's super helpful. Now at this point they weren't totally done flipping the room, so since I already got a couple of tables, I'm gonna leave, go to the cocktail hour, get some shots down there, and then come back and get anything else that I missed. So my second photographer has already taken some cocktail hour shots. I'm basically just hanging out, taking anything else I see. For cocktail hour, you usually want candid photos of people having fun with their guests, you know, meeting each other, just having a great time, and then also any group shots. A lot of times what will happen too is groups will start asking you to take photos as well. So just be friendly and nice, take the group shots where you can, and add those to your couple's gallery.
Awesome. Yep.
Now I'm back up to the reception area and they're basically about done. I saw the cake was out, so I went ahead and took those photos, and then I'll be grabbing any of the dessert details that I see as well. For your cake shot, grab a wide shot and then move to your closer lens and get horizontal and vertical shots and some close-ups of any of the details on the cake. If they have a cool cake topper, make sure to get a nice close-up of that as well.
Cool. I'll be ready in like 2 minutes.
Generally, you're gonna have your planner asking you how much more time you need in the reception area. They wanna get the guests in there as soon as possible. So again, communication is huge. Be quick and efficient about getting these photos because you don't wanna hold up the wedding day. After I got shots of the sweetheart table, I move on to a nice full room shot since they've finished everything up. For this one, I do a Brennizer, and then I also double up with my X-T3 and the 16 f2.8. It's time for our reception to start, and generally you're going to start out with the intros. I call this section the intros and first dances because they'll intro and then immediately go into the couple's first dance. You can see here I have all my flashes set up and I'm checking to see how it looks. I have an off-camera flash there in the back and a flash on my camera. For your intro photos, I highly recommend shooting wide. If you want to, you can have your second photographer double up with a longer lens and stand further back, but generally the bridal party is going to come in super hype. They're going to be dancing. They might do little special intro dances, and if you have on a lens that's longer than 50 mil, you're going to be too close and you're going to miss so much. This also applies to your couple when they come in as well. Generally, I'll be using my wide lens and I'll push up on them when they come in and get all the shots I want as they walk in. Remember to be a part of the moment and to have fun. The reception is the celebration part, and you don't want to kill the vibe of the day. Move around where you need to be, give the couple space, but also enjoy the moment.
Francesco and Michael with their first dance as husband and wife.
For the first dance, I'm usually shooting with a 35 equivalent and a 50 mil equivalent. I stay fairly close to my couple as they're dancing and get the shots that I need. But again, the reason I like to shoot with a wider lens is that some of your couples will do spins and dips, and you're going to miss those if you have a long lens. So I'll generally switch between a wider lens and then a closer lens for some close-ups of their faces and the emotions that they're showing. But always be prepared to go back to your wide lens if your couple is going to dip or do any special spins. I highly recommend this as well if your couple has a choreographed dance. Not all ceremonies are laid out the same way, but generally all the dances will happen at the same time. So immediately after the first dance with the couple, it'll be father-daughter, and then after that, mother-son. I shoot these the exact same way I shoot the first dance of the couple. Just stand back, capture the moment, and look for any emotions, especially with the parents. Make sure to be very attentive of what's happening during the dance. Don't just look at it like they're dancing. Again, you're gonna miss any of the motion if you're just kind of like, okay, yeah, they're dancing. Make sure you pay attention. Look for those smiles. Look for where they're gonna be. And when the dance ends, make sure to catch the hug. So for the mother-son dance, he actually ended up getting in his feels. At first it seemed pretty regular, we were getting some nice smiles, but then he was in his feels. So obviously when you see that, switch over to your longer lens mainly and get those nice close-up emotional shots. The GFX really shines here, especially with this 81.7, getting these super emotional shots. The background's just nice and creamy. I love all the bokeh balls of the lights. Like honestly, I may start shooting with the GFX more often because it was just an amazing experience. Now that the dances are coming to an end, we usually will swap into food. For this wedding, the couple gave an introduction speech, and then after that, we actually rolled immediately into more speeches. For speeches, I usually like to shoot with a longer lens. For this, I'm using the 81.7, and I try to find a nice angle to capture both the bride and groom. They also had a prayer for their meal. Generally for this, I don't want to shoot too many photos because everyone is praying and you want to be respectful. So generally I'll take one shot of the prayer giver and then move on from there. For the speeches, I'm still shooting with my 81.7. Again, I like a nice tight shot of the speech giver and also the couple. I'll generally pick an area where I can stand and get both photos of the speech giver and the couple without having to move too much. Now, one thing you may have noticed from some of the photos is the couple had the bouquet right there on their table in front of them. This is very normal for weddings, however, it gets in the way of seeing them for the shot. If there's someone in the way and or if there's flowers in the way, don't be afraid to move those to be able to get shots of the couple. Now it's time for the cake cut. Generally, I'll shoot this with my wider lens, so the 45 f2.8. Make sure to give your couples directions before they cut. Don't just let them go up there and start cutting.
Everything going good, John?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Again, man.
No problem.
I can't appreciate you more, man. Sit down, do your thing. All right, do your thing.
The biggest reason you want to make sure to get your directions in is because typically the venue manager or the planner is going to be telling them how to cut the cake, and if you don't let them know about taking a nice looking at the camera shot, no one else will.
Yeah, come back. So the biggest thing for me is before y'all start cutting, give me one nice smile at the camera,
Okay.
and then go ahead and do what you're gonna do. It's so good. Yep, eyes at me, big smiles. Awesome, go ahead.
Once they start cutting, don't give them any more direction. Let them have fun with the cake cut and just capture that moment. Again, you want to be shooting wide here so that if they separate from each other, or if they do anything crazy, or if they smash the cake in each other's faces, you can capture all that. A lot of times when you're too tight, you tend to miss things. For cake cuts, we're really just trying to capture the emotion and the fun of them cutting the cake. So again, just be there in the moment, take as many shots as you need, and have fun with it. Immediately after the cake cut, we go right into open dance floor. This is the fun part of the reception. The lights go low and all the dancing starts. Now, I actually put away my off-camera flashes for this because I generally don't like them. A lot of people will feel like they don't have enough light, but honestly, if you use the method I use with the flash on camera and the mag sphere, you normally will have enough light. Now, I did end up switching back to my X-T3 here because I want a faster lens and also a wider look with my 16f 2.8. To get the look of photos I have, you have to get out on the dance floor and have a fun time with your guests. You can generally find me dancing with the guest, and this makes them feel so much more comfortable. When you're the photographer who's standing outside of the dance floor, pointing your camera in, you almost feel like, like a creeper or a stalker or something just taking photos, and people usually start getting self-conscious and don't want to dance and have fun. So generally, I will get up on the dance floor and get out there with them and have a great time. Now, aside from fun expressions, the other thing you want to be focusing on is anytime you see your couple together out on the dance floor. Make sure you're capturing those photos because that's kind of the main point. Also, if there's any fun activities, bouquet tosses, or like here, my groom was a part of a fraternity, you want to capture these special moments of their day. Make sure you're aware of what's happening, and if you hear people cheering on the dance floor or any excitement, make sure you're aware of these things and you come over to capture the photos. Don't just be standing around waiting for photos, not sure what's happening. The dance floor will let you know what's happening, so pay attention to everything that's happening on the dance floor. So I did end up using the GFX at the reception some as well, and I do love the shots that I got. Basically, again, because it focuses a little bit slower, I ended up not using it the whole time, and also it's big. I didn't want to hurt my wrist, but the photos were great that I did take, and I really do think it can handle a reception depending on how you approach it. So we've made it to the end of the night, and now it's time for the sparkler exit. This is one of my most favorite parts of a wedding day, and I actually made a video about how I usually handle my sparkler exits, which you can check out right up above. I'm gonna keep no music in this, y'all just gonna hear the raw audio of how I took the shot and see how to handle a sparkler exit.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead and head to the back of the line, please.
Louis, you okay, buddy? Hey, are you trying
Everybody back of the line. Bridal party can stay up front though.
You the bridal party. What about
Yeah, you can stay up front somewhere. With the rest of the dudes?
groomsmen?
Yeah, groomsmen. That's bridal parties. Because no one cares about the groomsmen. Yeah. No, you good.
It makes sense.
Exactly. Yeah, any family can stay up front. Bridal party stay up front.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Phil's on the other side. Yep. Everybody else to the back. Back to the line, please. Hold on 1 second. Before we light. Could y'all make the line straight, please? It's a tunnel. He's back up front. Yeah, it's a tunnel.
If you're not there, it's green.
Okay, hold up. Hey, hold up. Listen up. Bridal party, people at the front. When they come through, you're gonna see them stop. Close this hole.
Right. Got it.
You get it? Just close it up.
All right, when we light the sparkler, we need you to light up each other.
Keep this line straight, please. Back up. All right. Y'all got directions. Cause this is for me.
Okay.
This is mine. So this is how it works. Y'all come walking down. Yeah, for the nice shot. Walk down. Get a little ways in. Stop. Chest to chest kiss. You don't have to dip. If you want to dip a little, you can. You don't have to.
do the dip.
Yeah, if you want to dip, get it
He
in
wants
there.
to do it.
But that's the main thing. Walk down,
Down
stop
the steps.
halfway.
How many steps after the last step?
Will you tell us to stop or we just have to know?
I can tell you.
Tell me.
Tell us, yeah.
Tell me. We'll keep
Tell
walking.
us and we'll
Perfect.
stop.
And then because they're long, let's try to run it twice. So first time is gonna be for the photo. The second time y'all can have fun with it.
Okay.
So we'll stop, kiss and stuff, go back, run it again.
And then he's drawing.
And I got your, these are my shots because I told your bridal party what to do and they're gonna like help the photo. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay.
Got it. So we go now?
Yes. No.
Almost, so they're just about lighting it, so. Come. Come down here, come on. Stop there, stop there. Go back, run it one time. That's good right there. Right there, perfect, come on. Keep coming, keep coming. Stop there, kiss. Keep kissing more.
That thing is tight.
Get in.
Our Uber's down there, actually.
Yep, you're good. Congrats, y'all. Yep.
So if you've made it to this point, great job. I would be surprised if anyone watched this full video, but I hope it was extremely helpful for you all. Don't forget about all the courses and education, which you can check out right down below. And if you absolutely loved this video, make sure to check out my other full wedding day videos here. I have one that's almost 3 hours, chock full of information. There's so much to learn, and I love teaching everyone and hope this was helpful for you.